Simon, were there any knockout punches, as you might say, as a result of all of this?
No, there weren't any, I don't think. There was some pretty robust questioning from members of the audience. And then in the one-on-one interviews that both did one after the other, it got pretty combative at times. But the general review in the morning papers, Tatiana, is that no one made a suicidal mistake and no one received a direct punch to the jaw, if you like. There were moments when both candidates appeared uncomfortable. They've got weak areas. I think that's pretty clear. I think it boiled down very much, as from the audience's point of view, as to how both responded on the Brexit. Theresa May at times seemed a little bit muddled. Jeremy Corbyn a little bit calmer. But again, he is not quite so trusted to deliver the Brexit that so many people say they want, as determined by last year's referendum. And I think Brexit will probably still define this election campaign. Here's a little taste, Tatiana, of what both had to say on the matter.
We will be there to negotiate the right deal, but what I have said is no deal is better than a bad deal. We have to be prepared to walk out.
What they will see is a government that is going to protect the protocols, environmental conditions, workers' rights that we achieved through Europe, and a government that wants a serious relationship with Europe, but respects the result of our referendum.
And Simon, given the sort of narrowing in the polls, how do you think each party will kind of go on and campaign from now on?
Well, that's right. You know, a couple of weeks ago, Tatiana, the Conservatives under Prime Minister Theresa May were looking at a 17 to 20 point polling gap, which would deliver almost a 100-seat majority in the House of Commons. Well, over the last few days, that's narrowed considerably. Some polls even as narrow as 5 or 6 points. Tories, the Conservatives, still leading. There have been various issues over which Theresa May appears to have slipped up. These are domestic financial issues, in particular, a significant policy U-turn over something she promised in the manifesto on caring for old people in this country, which is a big problem for the future. That made her look very weak. I think after last night, what we'll see Theresa May do is get the message back on to delivering Brexit. I think that's where she feels strongest. I think that's why she called this election in the first place, to try and get a strong mandate for the negotiations. And I think Jeremy Corbyn will concentrate from now on, not on Brexit, but on the issues of domestic policy. He is promising a pretty significant tax and spend manifesto. He's promising lots of money for the public health service, for public education systems. That is popular with a lot of people. I think that's where he'll try and concentrate in the next, the remaining 9 days of campaigning.